Hello ATV family, we just got back from the Briarcliff MX Legends race. A once in a lifetime event where your industry legends from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s came together for a fantastic event. We'll be covering the whole story in a 4-part video series to bring you the complete account. We're here with Justin Bress. In 07, he was national number 5 in the ATV MX. So, hey, you're in the Legends race. You had a little mix-up out there on the course today. How you doing?
Doing all right. A little sore, but I'll be ready for tomorrow.
When was the last time you got to ride on a motocross track?
About 17 years ago.
17 years ago since you came out and rode. Was it on this machine?
It was.
So this is the actual machine. How close to what it was then is it now?
Exactly the same.
So it's exactly the same?
Yep.
Nobody else here is riding the exact machines that they
Shocks
race.
haven't even been serviced.
Wow, that's
We put
crazy.
new tires on it.
Man, that's crazy. So I was talking to your son before you walked up, and he said that when he came into the world is when your racing career needed to end.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have to. I just chose to.
Pat Brown, factory Yamaha rider, open invitational champion, and a Pro-Am champion, and you're here with the Legends. How do you feel?
It's just fun to be out here. We're having a good time. It's been a few years since I've been on a quad, been on a motocross track especially, so it's nice to be out here having some fun.
When you heard about the event, what went through your mind?
I just thought it'd be great to get together with so many people that I don't get to see very often. So it's nice to get together with everybody and just share some good times and put some laps in on the track.
Joe Bird, how are you, bud?
Good, Lynn. How you doing?
Welcome back to the MX ATV national
Right.
scene. Dude, how many years has it been?
It's been 7 years since I rode a moto.
Man, how did it feel out there in your first practice?
Rusty. Rusty all over the place, But, we got fun. Good weekend, good times, a lot of good family and friends here and camaraderie. Man, just good seeing all the guys,
So, we had a pre-show talking about you're getting into shape and everything. Like, how did that work? You look great.
Thank you. Long road. I got in the gym and worked out for, a couple months, got the weight off just so I could ride the thing. And a few weeks ago I started riding a little bit. Oh God, man, I couldn't get my arm off the throttle. I'm pumped up like this, peeling my fingers off. I worked around. I can go 3 or 4 laps now. Ain't like it used to be, but I got enough where I'm not gonna get last.
There you go. So, this whole Legend deal that they came up with, what are your feelings about that?
Well, my thought is get all the legends here and just see the guys that haven't seen us race, all the fans that did see us race, come here and see everybody at one time. As long as everybody goes out and has a good time, don't get hurt, who cares who wins? Who cares who gets last? Just to see everybody back out on the track and having fun, that's what it's all about.
So how did you get the invitation?
Well, I was talking to them about the race when they announced it, and I'm like, I just want to help. And because I just wanted to be involved with it, and I knew a bunch of the guys, and I knew I could talk them into doing it. And it kind of came up about me riding, and I'm like, at the beginning, he wasn't sure how big it was going to get. So I kind of snuck in there at the beginning before all the big guys came, and I helped him, and I called John Natale, I got him, I called Pat Brown, I called Joe Bird, I called Kel Downen, a bunch of them guys, and just kind of tried to talk them all into coming and having fun one last time.
You got most of them.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did pretty good with it. Yeah,
that's great. So how do you feel about lining up with these heroes of yesteryear?
It's it's very surreal. A lot of the guys, like I had said, I was kind of friends with, and I had done some riding with some of them, but the majority of the guys, like Joe, I never raced against. Doug, I never raced against. Spader. So it's very cool to see the guys that I used to watch on all the videos and be able to go out there and spend some laps with them. It's just about the fun.
What'd you think about being out there with your heroes of yesteryear?
Man, it was awesome. That's the reason why I wanted to come here. I mean, I've raced half of the guys, but like Doug Eichner, Tim Farr, a couple other guys. Shane Hitt, I never got a race against them, and it's awesome just to line up with them and be back on the gate again. I mean, they're always my idol and always will be. So
Is this your last hurrah?
yeah, this will be my last one. I said that after Ironman, but this is gonna be my last one. Yep.
What do you notice different about the guys you're riding with today versus the guys you rode it with a few years ago?
A lot more relaxed. The guys, they're having fun finally. When we were racing back in 9 to 2013, you got to take it really serious. And now it's actually good and they're having fun. And it's awesome seeing those guys out there going just as fast, as they were back then.
We're here with multi-time world and national champion Doug Eichner. He's won Pondezvous 7 times. He's won a Mickey Thompson title. He's won 3 open motocross titles with so many more to count that we can't mention them all. Doug Eichner, how are you, brother?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. Hey, you got a text from me, actually, a few months back telling you that there was a Legends race. How'd that go for you?
I was awesome. I was excited, especially when I found out it was a motocross race instead of a TT, which I did many years ago. I did a TT at Astorvilla, and I, me, I was never very good at TT. I was okay, but I liked motocross much better.
Right. You didn't see yourself at almost 60 years old coming out and racing a motocross national.
No, not really. I always would love to. I would want to go back and kind of do a works race here and there, and there were some closer I probably would just to go do it and have fun. Because I miss it a lot. I so miss it. I just love being out there and having the car race of all the friends and stuff, and the competition, and there's nothing better than going out and just, be able to ride and just do what you love to do, what I've done for years, and halfway good at it.
When you got the invitation for this, what went through your mind?
No, I've been trying to come to National for a couple of years just to come out and have some fun. So I was all aboard just because it's a national. I want to come out and race one. So it's a cool event. Got to see a lot of people that I haven't seen in a long time. So that's probably the best part. Just the atmosphere in the pits and hanging out with everybody.
That's great. Anybody you've seen that you hadn't seen in a long time that you want to mention?
Everybody. I mean, Eichner, Wimmer, I haven't seen for a while. Travis, Spader. Everybody that's out there, Pat Brown, I haven't seen for a few years. So, pretty much everybody is people I haven't seen. So it's good.
Hey, we're here with 3-time ATV-MX champ, Tim Farr. Timmy, it's such an honor to be here with you and a surprise because you weren't on the original list. So tell us how this transpired.
Well, I always wanted to do it, but my nephew's getting married tomorrow at 3 o'clock, so couldn't really do it. So about 3 hours from here, and I ended up kind of talking my family and everybody into just coming down, doing practice today, and then maybe practice and qualifying in the morning, and then I'll probably leave about 11.
And head back to the wedding?
Yep.
But it's just such an honor to have you here. So there's guys from your era of racing, guys after you, and there's even guys before your era here.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
It's great to be here riding with all the guys I raced with, and kind of my thought was I need to get to this to see people, and I felt like I may never see these guys again. I'll definitely probably never ride with them again. This was an opportunity. I could still come and ride practice, have fun, no pressure, throw something together last minute, literally 2 days ago, and show up and ride. Riding with all the other guys, it's super cool. I mean, like Dustin Wimmer was really coming on basically when I was retiring. We had some good races his first couple years, my last couple years, and it's awesome to see him come back. He retired pretty young. I mean, he's still a young guy, and he's still super fast and smooth. And it's cool. It's cool to see these guys come up through. And I don't know. I mean, I'm just super glad I came, and it's nice to see all the people.
We're here at the legendary race at Briarcliff, round 9 of the ATV-MX. We have Doug Gus, ATV legend himself. How you doing, Doug? You made it.
Not too bad. Been busy working. I got snuck out today to get here. And wish it would have been different circumstances, but oh well. I'm glad we made it.
I know you haven't got to see the track, so let's just get into how do you feel about the event in an overall picture?
Oh, I think it's awesome. I think this is a good thing, and boy, I hope that they do it again.
I hope they do too. We caught you right as you got out of the truck. You just gotten here, and we apologize for that, but you are going to get mobbed by massive amount of fans that want to see you. There are so many people that have picked you to be the fastest guy here. So there is a little pressure in the first moto, just getting to see the track.
Yeah, it's unfortunately I haven't thrown my leg over a quad in 10 years, so they're going to be disappointed when they see me ride if I even get to ride.
Well, there's a machine back there for you.
Yeah. No, I just... you know, with my season, spray season, I'm busy this time of year and never got a chance to ride. So, but I wanted to come and see everybody because I think this is an awesome idea.
It is a great idea. Hey everybody, we're here with Davey Hagsman. He was number 5th in the ATV-MX series, his first and only year racing it. He's won a works title and multiple quad cross championships on the West Coast. Davey, it's great to have you here with us.
Yeah, great to be out here and great to race with all these legends, and it's just going to be a good weekend.
It's kind of a big deal. You're still pretty young, and to be out there with the guys from yesteryear, wow, that's got to be pretty incredible for you.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't consider myself a legend by any means, but any chance I have to go race against my heroes of the sport, you know, I'm going to take. And, you know, it's nice some guys have come up, you know, that remember me from when I did my short little motocross career, basically. I only did a year of full motocross and, you know, a lot of stuff on the West Coast, of course. But, yeah, to come out with these guys that were my heroes growing up that I watched on videos and always dreamed of being, you know, now I get to be on a track with them. It's a great experience.
And some of them are still pretty fast, huh?
Oh yeah, they're all pretty fast. Yeah, I was blown away. You know, just it proves those guys are champions. That even just coming out of the year, they're going to train. They're going to get the best bike possible. And you know, like John and Wimmer, they're really going. They're going to go at it. So I think everyone's really excited. It's a good excuse for a lot of us to get back on a quad that probably wouldn't have gotten back on a quad.
Hey, we're here with Shane Hitt, the 1997 ATV-MX national champion. And this guy won more TT races than probably any racer in history during the ATV-MX time frame with Pro and Pro-Am. Shane Hitt, how are you, brother?
I'm good. How you doing, Lenny?
Oh, it's a pleasure, brother. It's always great to talk to a guy like you that has so much experience with it, whether it be on an ATV or behind the wheel of a race car. Unbelievable, the talent and knowledge that you have.
Well, thanks. I appreciate that.
So today you got to ride with some of the era of champions that were your time and before and then after. How did that make you feel?
Well, it was cool. I mean, just the whole event was good. And I knew coming into this thing that, you know, 50-some years old, that, you know, I'm not good enough to win this thing. But they put it together. And when you see the list of riders, it's a list of who's who, you know, when you start, you know, with going back to the area. I mean, you got Timmy here, and then I won a championship. Then you got Spader, then you got Gust, then you got, you know, Wimmer, and you know, some of the guys that was after me that I've never even rode with before. But, you know, at the end of the day, I was always a fan first. I mean, I always just loved the sport. So it's cool to get it to all be here at the same place at the same time, and then get to go ride. I mean, because every now and then I'll come to one of these races and I look at the track and I'm like, man, I sure would like to go make a lap. Today we got to make some.
I'm here with Barry McCarty. He missed an overall ATV MX championship by 1 point, and he also won an Open 500 Pro-Am title in his career from 86 to 94. Barry McCarty, how are you?
Good.
You having a good time?
Yeah, track's great. It's good to be here. It's been 30 years since I've been on a quad, so it's all new to me.
Hey, we're here with John Natale. He won 2 motocross national titles. He won a WPSA national title, and he was the first guy to win the Daytona MX, which is incredible. If you've ever got to go there, you need to check that race out. John Natale, how are you, brother?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm freaking amazed at how awesome this Legends event is.
You know what? It is amazing. I'm super pumped and excited to be here. I've literally been told a couple of times I need to calm down before I have a heart attack because I'm old. But the excitement is amazing. It's been so long since I've been seeing so many of these guys. Got guys from California, Florida, all over the country back here coming in to do this race. And it's just exciting. And to see them all again, they're all super fast still. The talent hasn't gone anywhere, that's for sure.
So in practice, you and Dustin Wimmer were battling for the fastest lap.
Right.
What do you think? There's a difference in age, and neither one of you been on a bike realistically racing for a while.
Dustin's just an amazing rider, though. He always has been. If you watch the guy ride from the first time I ever seen him, he never looked like he was going fast. He always looked like he was going slow, yet he would set the fastest lap time. I always thought he was cheating, but I guess it's real because even here, he just doesn't look like he's riding. He's an amazing rider. He's got tons of talent, super smooth. So I figured he was going to be fast here.
Well, you're doing pretty good yourself. In the polls that we took before the event, you and Dustin are the 2 guys they picked to win this thing.
Well, great. Well, I hope, I don't like the pressure, but hopefully we can make it a good race and one of us can take home this championship for the Legends.
Dustin Wimmer, 2-time, back-to-back ATV MX national champion. How are you?
Good. It's great to be here. Legends race here in Briarcliff, Ohio. We're having a great time. All the old guys coming out, and just getting to see everybody has been awesome.
You're super serious. Is it a trait from the old days, or are you just really focused on getting it done?
Nah, I think I've always been more calm and collected, and not too outgoing per se. But this is me.
Well, this is a lot different because the last time I saw you, I didn't have gray hair, and I was working on Tavis Kane's bike racing against you, and we were doing the WPSA series.
Yeah, no, that was a while ago. That was a great time in ATV racing, and it's come a long way, and glad to be here.
Do you miss the competitiveness anymore?
Definitely, I definitely miss being at the races, seeing everybody racing. Everybody's asking that this weekend, and I'd probably.
So when you're out on the track with all the other guys, how are you feeling physically?
Definitely not compared to what I used to. I used to work out and train almost every day back in the day. So, just rode maybe 5-6 times before coming here with Janusa and did a race in New York last weekend. And just trying to get a little seat time in, come in here, so don't be so rusty and be able to stay on the bike for 5 laps.
Hey, you got to race ATVs when they were TRX 250Rs with stock chassis.
That was a long time ago.
Yes, and now you're on what would be a 2006 to 2009 LTR 450. How big of a difference and how big of a swing is it there?
Well, everything's different from back then,
We hope you enjoyed part 1 of our 4-part series on the Legends race. Please subscribe and share where you can. Hey, make sure you come back for 2, 3, and 4. They're going to be awesome.